If you haven't felt like yourself lately, then there's a real reason for that. So have you ever had that quiet nagging feeling that something about the modern life we live in just doesn't quite fit? It's like you're constantly running or adjusting or performing, but you're never actually living. Well, you're not imagining it, and you're definitely not alone. Literally, modern life has evolved faster than our biology. And today I want to show you exactly how that happened and what it means for the way you think and feel and function, but most importantly, what you can do to reclaim a sense of purpose and control in a world that constantly pulls you away from yourself. I have spent a lot of my life feeling out of place and like I live in a world I don't belong to. Then I had this thought. Human beings were not built for the society we're living in today. And the stress and anxiety we sometimes feel, that's literally our biology trying to survive in a world it was never evolved for. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or disconnected, or you're constantly trying to keep up with a world that never slows down, just know there is a reason, and it's not because you're weak, it's not because you're failing, and it's certainly not because you can't handle life. It's because the way society runs today is fundamentally mismatched with the way human beings are built. But once you understand that mismatch, you can finally stop blaming yourself and start building a life that actually fits you. So I suppose this video is kind of a roadmap back to being and feeling human again. For the majority of human history, life was quite simple in structure. I mean, it wasn't easy, obviously, but it was simple. Small groups and deep bonds, lots of physical movements and natural light, and purpose tied to survival and community. But then in a blink of an evolutionary eye, everything changed. We went from tribes to cities and natures to screens, movement to just sitting, and community to isolation. It's like our brains are, I don't know, running Stone Age software on 21st century hardware. So society makes so many demands on us, doesn't it? It demands that we're productive, available and successful and attractive and emotionally stable and financially secure and be socially connected and be constantly improving and all those things at the same time. But humans were never meant to juggle this many roles. We weren't designed to live under constant evaluation, let's be honest, from bosses and peers and strangers online, and even evaluation from ourselves. And here's the paradox. We're more connected than ever and more lonely than ever. Let me kind of say this. Humans evolved to live in groups of 50 to 150 people. And they'd be people that knew you or supported you and relied on you. But today, many people don't even know their neighbours. We've replaced community with convenience and belonging with followers, and our nervous systems are literally starving for real human connection. And our brains, they evolved to notice rare important stimuli, like a rustle in the bushes, a change in the weather, a new face in the tribe. They're all threats, and we evolved to notice these things. But now we're hit with thousands of stimuli every single hour. There's like notifications and adverts and everyone's opinions, and then there's the constant barrage of news and comparisons, so much noise. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's just overwhelmed by the volume, and that's not a weakness, it's just our biology. Modern society often tells us the problem is us, that we're not disciplined enough, we're not motivated enough, we're not resilient enough. But the truth is so much simpler than that. You're not broken. The environment just isn't right for us. You're trying to live a human life in a system built for efficiency and profit and speed. It's not built for well-being or connection or any meaning. So, after all this doom and gloom, what can we do? Well, there are things. We can't go back to the Stone Age, obviously, and we wouldn't want to, but we can start living in a way that actually supports who we are at our core. And the good news is, it doesn't require a dramatic reinvention of your entire life. It's more about gently reintroducing things your mind and body have been craving all along. And maybe that means allowing yourself real moments of connection instead of letting every quiet second get swallowed up by a screen. Or maybe step outside a little more often, even if it's just to breathe for a minute. And remember, there's a world beyond emails and work and notifications. It could even be moving your body in ways that feel grounding, or giving yourself a slower, more intentional start to the day when you can. And sometimes it's simply protecting your energy with boundaries that make you feel more human and less stretched thin. So surround yourself with people who make you feel understood, and find some small pockets of meaning in your day so life feels lived rather than endured. No, we can't change the entire system overnight, obviously, but we can change how we move through it. And those small human choices, the ones that reconnect you to what you were actually built for, they add up in ways that genuinely shift how you feel in this world. Maybe that's the real shift. Not trying to force ourselves to fit into a world that's moving too fast, but learning how to live inside it without losing the parts of us that make us feel real. When you start reconnecting with what you're actually built for, everything begins to feel a little less heavy, a little less chaotic, and a lot more like you. Because at the end of the day, you're not here to keep up with a world that forgot what it means to be human. You're here to remember who you are and build a life that finally feels like it fits you. If anything has resonated with you, then I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. I hope to see you next time, but in the meantime, be real and feel real, and I'll see you soon.